Hey guys, Abby here. How are you all doing? Today I have a response from one of our videos we did not that long ago from a woman who wanted to surprise her um, cuckold husband with getting pregnant by their bull. So, it's kind of an update and kind of a response to the video that I had done. Um, I believe that was one of the videos that I did with Tunchi from BBC Podcast Channel. Um, and yeah, we had discussed because she wanted to surprise him with getting pregnant, and I don't know. We kind of talked about it, and I had a lot of reservations because I just didn't want it to backfire on her, I guess, more than anything. I mean, let's face it, you've got a couple that's no matter what you're into lifestyle wise, you've got a couple that is, you know, has a foundation at the all this fun and excitement at the base. There is a relationship between two people. So you don't want to, you want to be honest and open, and you don't want to catch your significant other off guard or damage that, because lots of lives can be upset by that in the wake of all of that. So, anyway, but she decided to email me and give me an update and add a little more information. So I wanted to bring it to you and share it with you all. See what's going on and see what you guys think. So it says, "Hello, Abby. My husband saw your response to my email I sent you a while back about getting pregnant by our bull. So, a few things about us. We have a small pool of guys I have been with, and we used to go to swinger cuckolding clubs and associate more with different groups online. Since we moved away, we aren't anywhere near those kinds of clubs or groups that we would meet up like that. We do stay in contact with only a handful of people we enjoyed the most, and from time to time, if we are near the Long Island area, we might swing by for some fun. My husband and I talk to other couples who have gone through with getting pregnant by other men besides their own husbands. Apparently, it's more common than we thought. Some couples want to avoid the price that comes with artificial insemination or choosing a donor. We were given some pretty good advice from a Dr. Danielle Leach. She covers topics like this. She has written a book about topics like this. We also got some good pointers from other people we have met. However, it's not that common for interracial impregnation. I don't think I've heard of a white couple choosing a black man as a donor. Apparently, in the cuckolding world, that doesn't happen. Interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen or heard or only heard of one instance on YouTube where an interracial couple with a white husband and a black wife, but I don't think it was an agreement by the couple. The wife was cheating on her spouse, but the husband forgave his wife and accepted the child as his own. After some consideration and a lot of dialogue, we did end up getting pregnant by one of our bulls. and we are about 2 months along now. We both made the decision, and both of us are excited. I did have the final say on who I wanted to get pregnant by. This wasn't a surprise or a secret. We did let our bull and couples know what we were planning to do. The man who got me pregnant is married and they are swingers themselves. He and his wife were happy to assist. We met them in one of the clubs we went to and became friends with them. We learned about that some black men are paid professional bulls for swinging couples. Some couples, but mostly single females, will agree to get pregnant by bulls like him. Apparently, some couples will date for a while and the girlfriend will get pregnant with the bull's child. Later, they will get married, but the wife can say the child was from another relationship. Some couples will go through with it without exposing their lifestyle or having anyone ask questions. It was kind of a win-win for us both. As I said, my husband has a breeding kink, but from a sub-breeding kink. However, our bull also has a breeding kink as well, but is dom. We have met up quite a lot as couples or just him swinging by our house after he gets off work. His wife is a professional dominatrix, and mostly her clients are white men who want to be dominated. She and her husband are a professional dominatrix couple. This wasn't their first time doing this. They were definitely professional and did and said things we both wanted to happen. Financially, we don't plan on our bull to provide anything or plan on asking him to provide. We are financially stable. We made a written agreement with them that we would not seek any financial compensation. This is also more of a thing now protecting bulls. Apparently, these couples don't last, and the husband later on will split and refuse to take care of the child. And these females will try to seek child support from the bull. When it comes to health concerns, we were already aware of that. Some of the higher end clubs will make members take a test to check for diseases and whatnot. Our bull actually had a genome test done. Oh my god. So we were both very confident when about going through with it. I also too did a blood test to prove that I have no diseases. One, we agreed we would meet like normally, but did not. But one, we agreed we met like we normally did, but not on BC. We had tried for a few weeks straight then, and I took the pregnancy test and found out I was pregnant. That's pretty much it. We have talked about it. We have talked about my husband possibly being next to impregnate me. We might even try for more children from our bull or someone else. Children shouldn't be classified as yours simply based on your DNA. A woman should marry the one she loves and have tango with who she wants. Honestly, our relationship has been famous since we started. I'm open to any more questions. Let me know. Well, thank you for writing back in and giving us an update. I do appreciate that. I will admit, I'm glad that you guys talked about it and you didn't pull a surprise and everyone was on the same page. That is awesome. That makes me personally feel more comfortable. I know. Maybe I'm just the odd one out, but I will stand alone, I guess, in that thought or opinion. Um, I find it interesting, though, um, that you had said that some bulls are like professional and actually charge to breed. I found that to be interesting. Um, I mean, hey, I guess if there's a need, you know, why not capitalize on it? Um, so, um, yeah, and there was another, and I had no idea that it was more common. I know it's a kink, it's a common kink, but I didn't know that there were that many people out there doing that. And I am sure that it is much less expensive than artificial insemination. Um, so, but yeah, they, I found it odd that you had said that interracial impregnation, you found that to not be as common, um, because I find that that's a real common aspect of the kink in the cuckolding lifestyle is interracial, um, that interracial dynamic. So I find that interesting. Although, you know, I mean, there are plenty of interracial couples and mixed kids out there in general. So, hey, you do you. No judgment here. Love who you want. Get pregnant by who you want. Just as long as the child is well taken care of and everyone understands their role in taking care of that child. That is all I ever would advocate for or ask for out of anyone. Um, but yeah, so that's cool that you guys are 2 months into pregnant. Well, probably a little longer than that at this point. Um, and I'm glad to hear that you guys also made some sort of contract, paperwork or what have you, so that, again, everyone understands their role and the expectations are all laid out on the table, so that no surprises come down the road and everyone is protected should anything change or surprises come out of nowhere down the road. Um, but yeah, and I agree with you. Children shouldn't be classified based on DNA. There are plenty of people out there that adopt, use alternate means of getting pregnant. There are so many ways to go about having a family, which is wonderful, and it doesn't have to be about DNA. As long as you make sure that child is loved, well taken care of, and knows that they are loved, and you bring them to raise them to be the best human beings that you possibly can. That's all anyone can ask for. Has nothing, and you're right, it has nothing to do with DNA, and it all comes from here. So anyway, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for sharing your update. Feel free to write in and give us another update. I am very happy for you that you guys moved forward with it and got what you want, and everyone is on board. Thank you again for sharing, and until next time, everybody. Love hugs and smoky kisses. Bye.